Today, and I got my patch panels, and I got it kind of put together here. And this is a hinge. Oh, hey now, it's going to hinge right off the ladder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this right here, so that that hinge opens up and touches this wall. And I'll show you why in a little bit. I went ahead and I moved those over, and then this guy is going to go like that, sort of. It's going to get attached to the wall, obviously. Now, you'll notice some of these are a little short, so it's not going to be laid out in the way I would want it to look, because as you can see, the length on that one, I don't have all the options in the world, and all these yellows, the same thing. So I'm thinking we're going to go ahead, we're going to get rid of these, and we're going to land them on the first panel, and then these guys will probably be last, because these are the ones that we ran, and I could take those two anywhere. Unfortunately for this IT guy, his panel is, I'm 6'6", I'm 6'5", and my head is right there. You know, so it is possible for someone to plug in, you know, to this patch panel. But because the idiots before cut the patch panel out, it would have, I don't know, it would have been 10 grand to rerun them all. So they can buy a ladder. Now, for speed, I'll show you why I'm doing this. I made it so this panel will rest right there on the wall. And I might put something right there just so I don't damage it too much. And that gives me a nice steady place to punch to. All right, let's get this thing started. I don't do a ton of these, and I'm sure I'll get some questions about why I'm doing it this way and not using modular jacks. Everybody has kind of switched over to using the modular jacks now. I still kind of like the traditional style here. What I do though different is I separate them in the groups of the 6. So you don't have one giant bundle, so you can come back in and do some maintenance if you ever needed to. Okay, number 1. One of the negatives being on a ladder. Don't have a little table or something. Uh-oh. Here's number 2. And what I'll probably do is just get the first 6 here and show you how I do that. How I like to do it, this is subjective. Everybody's gonna looked at this problem and solved it in a different way. their own way. The last like 5 of these though I've done this way. Yeah, I haven't really made a lot of videos because for about a week and a half there, it was just digging outdoors, so really not anything fun to see there. Once I get to the RCAT 6 stuff, I'll fly. It's like the little wires harder. Okay, here's number 4. That one's a little on the long side. Oop. And of course, I'm going to be punching these down. So I already know somebody's cringing. Yeah, I tried to upload a video last night, but there's this one part where my phone had to be positioned horizontally, and then I had to flip it in the editor, and for whatever reason the setting didn't save, so while it looks right in the editor, it didn't look right when the final file. And I think it's because I had 2 filters. I'm still learning. I'm using Shotcut. It's open source. Pretty sweet. Pretty easy to deal with. And there's a ton of videos on it too, so if you can't figure something out, there's good documentation everywhere. That's my mom asking about her garage door stopped working. Okay. I wonder if they make a tool that punches all these down at the same time, like some crazy. Yep. Yep. Okay, so that's that. What I like to do is bring all these guys right up to there. Hit her with the zip tie. And that first one's always a little finicky. There you go. Again, I'm doing all this left-handed, so that's why it looks like I'm shaking. Not impressed with this Klein punch down, that's for sure. Like that right there. Even my old would have done that. Okay. Not a single one of those came off. Ain't that some shit? You suck, Klein. You need to get your game together. This thing was expensive. Wow, that's embarrassing. It said on the package too, like, only have to do it once or something like that. Lame. All right, well, that puts me at roughly 10% done. So what we'll do is we'll grab our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fortunately, it's 8. And this time what I do is I just skip that bundle and bring it right into here, except I always use that one because then it makes the first one not be funky. And one's a little on the long, two are a little long, but I'll fix that in the ceiling. So 2 of these are a different color. So just for my ADD, I'm sorry, my OCD, I'll be leaving those 2 separated. Right, so except for cutting that zip tie, that's the first panel complete. And as you can see, there's 6 in each set. And then when I go to put this all back together, I'll put a single Velcro right there. Actually, I'll probably Velcro it up and out of my way first so I can get down to the next ones. Cool. Moving right along. I gotta get something to eat, or really I just gotta get off this damn ladder. Kind of where I'm at right now. I've done all of those, and these were the last 2 stragglers. And this all gets shaped up in there, so it'll all kind of fly through. But oh man, my feet don't even feel right. It's like I just landed on earth. Yeah, standing on that little step for 2 hours is not fun. I'm gonna grab something to eat, and there's a little taco place across the street to see what they got. And then come back, I kind of want to think about what I'm going to do with these here anyway to make it look right. But I'll probably just go like that and then come down with the bundle. And I got enough Velcro over here to make that happen. So speakers. But cool. I'll be back in a minute. All right. So kind of got a plan of attack here. What I did was brought that over right like so. And then we're going to come down, and this is kind of the hodgepodge mix of colors. I did the best I could with what I had. Well, made quite a bit of a mess. Alrighty. But we got our Cat 6, Cat 5 operation here all set up. Turned out pretty good. I might have done it a little bit differently if I had to do it again. I would have started at the bottom and worked my way up. But because some of them were so short, I just did it this way. Closes up pretty good. It's just that there's so many that you kind of, it's all right. Not that big of a deal, really. It's more personal grievance of that not looking the best. But I think the majority of why it looks funky is because it's all different colors. There's even 2 greens in there, so. But yeah, I'm gonna get down on the ground here. Yeah, that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Cool. All right, well, just like always, appreciate hanging out with me. Hell, it's probably gonna take me a little bit to get cleaned up here.